Hello everyone, my name is Sixo and I'm here today to launch my brand new YouTube channel. So I've been threatening to try my hand at YouTube for a while now after quite a few people have suggested I should give it a go over the years, and finally, here we are. So for those who don't know or can't tell, I'm from the UK, and like many people here, I'm currently at home in lockdown. Now we're doing okay, and I hope everyone else out there is staying safe. Although I'm sure you may be feeling a bit stuck at home if you're like me. So it seemed like a good chance for me to try something new and hopefully entertain a few people as we go. Now, I haven't had much chance to think about microphones or any of that production stuff just yet, so what you see is what you get for now, but the aim is to get as much content out as possible for the time that we're all stuck indoors and see what happens from there. So, what's the plan? Well, like a lot of you, I love collecting Transformers. My main focus is a vintage G1 and G2, and then a lot of modern Masterpiece and third-party stuff as well. So I figured it'd be a fun thing to choose a different toy from my collection each week and tell you a bit about it. I'll aim to get these videos up around 10 AM Monday UK time, so hopefully you'll subscribe and join me for that weekly content. So kicking us off today, we have something very exciting indeed. It's none other than Nucleon Quest Super Convoy. But what is this toy and who's it meant to be? It was released in 2001 in Japan as a Toys R Us exclusive, and if you can't see, then it's a black repaint of Power Master Optimus Prime, or more specifically the Takara version, which was instead known as Super Jinrai, an entirely different character. However, this version is indeed intended to be Optimus Prime, or Convoy as he's known in Japan, hence the name Nucleon Quest Super Convoy, with Nucleon being a superfuel featured in a lot of Transformers fiction and more commonly associated with Action Masters. This is one of 3 colour variations for this mould, the other 2 being the main red and blue deco that is more common, and the extremely exciting Fire Guts God Jinrai orange repaint. However, the black version is the only one released in Japan without a corresponding God Bomber armour. This black repaint is an interesting one too, as although these days so-called Black Convoy or Nemesis Prime repaints are pretty much a given, back in 2001 they weren't quite yet a thing. In fact, the first Black Convoy repaint was technically Black Lio Convoy in 1998 during Beast Wars, and it wasn't until 2000 that we saw the original G1 Prime mould finally released in this colour scheme. That toy was an exclusive for the Japanese convention known as JAFCON, and along with Nucleon Quest Super Convoy, comes from a time when Black Prime repaints still sported Autobot logos, as opposed to always being Decepticons as you tend to find these days. You can also see this on MP1B, the black repaint of the first Masterpiece Convoy, although that toy wasn't released until the end of 2009. As with a lot of classic Takara G1 packaging, the box is absolutely gorgeous, and features a black version of that wonderful Power Master Optimus artwork. It then has the iconic 1988 battle scene on the back, which a lot of fans will tell you is one of their favourites. Now, I loved the red and blue version of this toy as a kid, and I still do today. I was too young to get the original 1984 Optimus Prime back then, so the Power Master toy was my first version of the character, and I think it's great. It's big and chunky, stacked with gimmicks, and just a load of fun. Being a repaint of the Takara version of the toy, it features a number of touches that weren't included on Hasbro Power Master Optimus Prime, including a die-cast metal chest, translucent windows, and folding out hands on the Super mode. It also has some banging chrome and some gorgeous blue eyes, making it a visual treat. In fact, I'd have to say I think this is one of my favourite toys in my collection. As well as the Super mode, there's also the smaller robot, which is made up of the cab section as you'd typically expect from an Optimus Prime toy. I always loved the way this smaller robot folded up into the trailer section to make the combined mode. Of course, there's also the engine minifigure included here, who in this case is Optimus's partner Hi-Q instead of Jinrai. You'll need to transform him to an engine and pop him in place in order to complete the cab's transformation, as it unlocks the mechanism. There's then a base mode where the trailer transforms into a kind of battle station that both the smaller robot and Hi-Q can interact with, giving this toy a fair bit of play value overall. So there you go, that's our toy of the week. Thank you for watching. I really hope that you'll subscribe and join me for weekly content from now on. And if you want to support me on Patreon, please do. The details are coming up in a minute. big shout out to everybody that already does so. It's appreciated. Oh, and here's a bit of homework for you. If you want to send me a fun question, maybe about me or my collection, you can do so either on the YouTube comments or on social media, and I'll answer it in next week's video. Otherwise, that's it from me. So have a fantastic rest of your day, and TTFN.